Good morning and welcome to Thunder Ridge Homestead. And this morning's video is going to be about turkeys. I think you guys have seen, I had some turkey video earlier showing the turkeys, and I was showing you how they were all molting. They'd been like taking all the old feathers out and putting all the new feathers in, and they're getting to the point now to where most of their new feathers are in. And as you can see, this hen in the back there, you see how she has some wing feathers that look like they've been cut short, and then she has some other wing feathers that are growing long. The long feathers are the new feathers. And I keep my turkeys with one wing cut so that they won't be able to fly, because they can get up onto the top of the barn and they can fly out, and it's just really not safe for them to be flying everywhere and running around completely wild. So I try to keep them in a normal pen or pasture, and in order to keep them grounded, I have to keep one of the wings cut. As you can see, this Tom here, he has his beautiful new wings in and his beautiful new feathers in, and he's looking good. Well, today's job is going to be catching the turkeys, which is going to be a job all by itself, and then we're going to clip one of those wing feathers and take the wing feathers off. And I'm going to try to see if I can show you how to do it. It's not easy. One thing you need to know with turkeys is that they are big. They are powerful birds. Very, very, very strong. And they can hurt you. They can scratch you. They can peck you. They can hurt you. So you have to be very careful when you're handling them. The best way to handle a turkey, once they're this size, is I catch them by grabbing a hold of both of their wings right when they come out of their body at the base. And you can catch them and kind of handle them that way, and it doesn't hurt the turkey, and it also doesn't hurt you because they've got those big powerful toenails. So we're going to see if we can get a little bit of this on video. I'm in here trying to shoot by myself, so I don't know how much of the capture I'll be able to get, but I'll be able to get the wing cutting pretty good. So let's see if I can get a capture for you first. Probably the first thing I'm going to have to do is get a couple of them, or one of them, down on the ground. So that's the first step of this. We shall see what kind of rodeo I can film. And like I said, I don't know how this is going to turn out at all, but we're going to try. Okay. So the first thing to do will be to get them down here on the ground. I think I've got one hen and both of the toms that need their wings clipped. Let me see if this one, yeah. Okay, that was not too bad. That was a swift catch of the back legs, and I've got her caught, and then I've got her body supported in my hand, and I'm going to see if I can handle her for you and get the camera set up at the same time. See what I can do. I've handled them since they were little babies, so they're about as tame as a turkey can get, which is still not too tame. But let's see if I can show you her wings. We have a pair of good sharp scissors here, and I'm going to see if I can fold her wing out and show you. Okay, you can see at the back of the wing, towards the closer to the bird, where the wings have feathers have been cut, and you can see the new feathers coming in. And those feathers will give her enough lift that she can actually fly. We do not want that to happen. I'm try to get my arm situated a little differently, see if she'll let me without kicking me to death. No. Shouldn't let go of those legs. Tuck her under that way. Alright. I'm trying to extend one wing, if I can get her to hold still. I'm going to extend the wing feathers like this, and then we have, it's easy to show you on the Bourbon Reds because These are the covert feathers, and these are like the flight feathers down here. You see the flight feathers are real stiff and hard, and these are soft feathers. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the feathers off, just like this, right along the base. And you're just going to cut the feather off. Now, she still is growing some of these feathers. And since when a feather's growing, it will have a blood supply in it. So when you're cutting feathers like this, you need to look and see if any of them bleed. If any of them are still bleeding, it's called a blood feather, and you cannot stop it from bleeding without plucking the feather out. That is painful, but it's better than having the bird bleed and bleed and bleed. So, but see how I've got her wing feather clipped now? It's nice and short. You only want to cut the feathers on one side. If you cut the feathers on two sides, they will be able to get lift. They just have to flap harder. If you flap them on one side, then the only thing she can do is go around in circles. And the kicking is where you can really get hurt. So I'm trying to get a hold of her legs again. Okay. Get her turned back over here. So there she is. And she's afraid right now, but she'll be okay. And she's going to go out to pasture. I'm just going to open the gate and let her go about her happy little business. Okay. I caught a Tommy. And they are heavy, and powerful birds. Very, very powerful birds. Once again. And he's not happy. Can you imagine that? You see that big, beautiful wing feathers? Okay. Try to see if I can do this without getting attacked here. Got his legs kind of pinned in my legs. Whew. Big, powerful birds. Big, powerful birds. The quicker I can get this done, the happier we'll all be, buddy. Again, just taking off the feathers right at there. Can you see what we did? Okay, we're not going to linger a long time because this is probably a 20-pound bird. He's got his spurs caught. As you can see, let's see if I can show you these legs. He has sharp spurs on his feet. He's got claws on his feet. And if he wasn't already used to people and fairly tame, he'd be pecking the crud out of me right now. But fortunately, he is a tame bird, and he does not want to play with me, and I don't want to play with him any longer than I have to. So, there he goes. Remind you at this point, don't do this in your best Sunday outfit. This is the hold I was describing to you guys earlier. You catch them right by the base of their wings. They're strong enough that that does not hurt them. They're just very powerful birds. And like I said, the main thing, you want to keep the birds safe, but you don't want to get scratched and pecked and hurt either. So, we're going to try to get this job done as quickly as possible. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. Just cutting through these flight feathers on this one wing, checking to make sure nothing is a blood feather. This is my less dominant turkey. He's just as big as the other one is. So, here we go. Okay, there they are outside now. The final one hasn't taken the time to join them yet. But B&O and turkeys also stick together. So, in addition, a lot of work. In addition to them wanting to fight with each other, they also will fight you if you're hurting their hens or another turkey. So be aware. Be very aware. But here they are. They're in this little side pasture pen right now. They're between the barn and the fence. We have cattle panels at each end, as you can see. And this gives them a good place to forage and hang out and be turkeys. So they can be on grass and still be safe. Hope you enjoyed the rodeo. It was a lot of work. Thanks for watching.